Hi foodies, you're welcome back to my channel again. Today, I hope you've been great. So today, we are making a delicious pasta dish with minced chicken and veggies, topped with juicy cherry tomatoes and prawns. Trust me, this tastes so good and you will love every bite. So let's get right into it. First thing first, let's prep the veggies. So since my pasta has a unique shape, I thought, why not match it with the veggies? It's not necessary, but I love the extra touch. So I'm cutting the green beans, then moving on to red sweet pepper, red bell pepper, green bell pepper, and some carrots. So I tried as much as I can to maintain the same shape as the pasta. I also have tomatoes, which I sliced as well. So the goal here is to get everything prepped before cooking so that when I start, everything flows smoothly. Now, over to the chicken. To mix it in the blender, I added some red bell pepper and onion for extra moisture and sweetness. Then I threw in mixed herbs. So here I've got basil, coriander, parsley, and dill, because this blend will give the chicken a deep, herby, and flavorful taste. And believe me, it was amazing. And for seasoning, I added chili flakes, stock powder, salt, and then blended everything until smooth. Next, I chopped up some onions because onions and garlic, they are very essential for building flavor. I will use this to cook both the prawns and the minced chicken, so I got them ready. And moving on to prawns, I like to season them before cooking so they will absorb all the flavor. And I added stock powder, chili flakes, and parsley and smoked paprika. Now it is time to cook. In a pan, I added some butter and sauteed that with onions and garlic until they were soft and fragrant. So this step is very important because it releases the flavor into the butter, which then gets infused into everything else that I'll be cooking. And then I added the seasoned prawns and cooked them for a few minutes on each side. I took them out and set that aside. So with the prawns done, I added more butter to the pan, along with some onions, garlic, and a pinch of salt. This time, I'm cooking the minced chicken. So since it was blended, they all clumped together. So I had to break it apart while cooking to get that perfect minced texture. I covered it for a few minutes, letting it cook and absorb all the flavors. Then I went on to mash it up to separate the pieces. So this step is just going to ensure the chicken stays soft and juicy rather than drying out. I went on to add some tomatoes. I made this tomato sauce myself and I will show you how I made it in my next video. So keep an eye out for that, okay? So I mixed everything together so I could create a rich base for the pasta. And while that simmered, I'm going to start cooking the pasta. So in a pot of boiling water, I added some salt and a little oil before adding the pasta. The salt seasons the pasta from the inside and the oil will help you from sticking together. I covered it and let it cook until it was tender. You don't want to overcook it because it will continue cooking when I transfer it into the sauce. So just cook it till it is tender, but not too soggy. Back to the sauce. I added all the chopped veggies into the pan and gave everything a good stir. At this point, I also added some extra seasoning, stock powder, chili flakes, and smoked paprika to bring all the flavors together. I covered it and let it steam for a few minutes so the veggies could soften, but still let it have a bit of crunch to it. Now that the pasta is ready, I transferred it straight into the sauce, added a bit of the pasta water to loosen it up, and then for it to create the silky texture. Because the starch in the pasta water, it will help everything come together beautifully. After mixing it all in, I topped it with some tomatoes and placed the cooked prawns back in the pot as well. And finally, for a fresh finishing touch, I garnished it with some green onions. And just like that, the food is ready. Look at how beautiful this dish is. The colors, the texture, and everything just comes together perfectly, and the taste is even better. The juicy prawns, the seasoned minced chicken, the fresh, crunchy veggies, all coating the pasta so perfectly. It's just a delight. And that's it, guys. I hope you try this recipe because it is so good. And let me know what you think. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to do so that you don't miss out on more delicious recipes. I'll list all the ingredients in the description box, so check that out. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Bye.